Long ago, across the wide savanna of West Africa, 7 cities began to rise. By around 1100 AD, these cities were known as the Hausa Bakwe, Kano, Katsina, Zozo, Gobe, Dora, Reno, and Bairam. Each one grew from small farming settlements into strong kingdoms ruled by powerful kings called Sarakuna. Life was full and busy. Blacksmiths shaped iron in hot furnaces. Dyers worked deep blue indigo pits. Women painted their hands with henna and wore bright wrappers. Men tied turbans and wore long flowing gowns. Clay houses with carved wooden doors stood along narrow paths. These states sat along major trade routes. Merchants moved across the Sahara with salt, cloth, beads, leather, gold, and grain. Because of this, the Hausa states grew wealthy and crowded. Among them, Kano rose the fastest. Around 1290 AD, King Soko began building the giant red mud walls that soon became the pride of the city. These walls stretched around the city like a protective ring. In 1349, during the rule of Yoji I, Islam spread strongly across Kano as traders and scholars brought new teachings. Then, between 1463 and 1499, Kano entered one of its greatest periods under Sarki Muhammad Rumfa. Under his leadership, the Komi market grew larger, Islamic courts became formal, and scholars from far regions were invited. Crafts like leatherwork, dyeing, and weaving became famous across the Sahara. By 1500, Kano stood as one of the richest cities in West Africa, full of the sound of drums, the smell of leather, and the sight of bright blue cloth drying under the sun. Katsina grew in a different way. Around 1450, the tall Gobra minaret was built, serving as both a mosque and a learning center. It attracted scholars from Timbuktu and many other places. Students came to study, traders came to buy and sell, and Katsina soon became one of the most respected centers of learning in the region. This sparked rivalry with Kano, as both cities wanted the best trade routes and influence. To the south, Zozo became known for skilled warriors. One of its most famous leaders was Queen Amina, who lived between about 1533 and 1610. She expanded Zozo's territory far into the Middle Belt, leading armies on horseback. Her fighters built long defensive walls in towns she conquered. Her story spread across the region as a symbol of courage and strong leadership. In the west, Gobe grew into a proud warrior state. By the 1600s, its rulers trained strong cavalry and protected their land fiercely. Gobe held tightly to traditional Hausa customs and resisted major changes. But this resistance would lead to trouble later. From 1700 to 1800, the Hausa states became rich but also weaker on the inside. Taxes increased. Powerful groups fought for control. Some rulers became careless. Trade routes began to shift. Rivalries grew deeper. Even though the cities looked strong, the foundations beneath them were beginning to crack. A major turning point came with the rise of Osman Dan Fodio, a Fulani scholar who began preaching reform in Gobe in 1774. His message attracted many followers who wanted fairness, justice, and better leadership. But the kings of Gobe saw him as a threat. In 1802, King Nefota banned Dan Fodio from preaching, and tension spread across the region. People felt that something big was coming. In 1804, conflict broke out. This marked the beginning of a war that would reshape the Hausa states. The first major clash, the Battle of Tapkin-Kwato, ended in victory for Dan Fodio's followers. After that, the movement gained speed. By 1807, volcano fell after fierce fighting. Smoke rose over the dye pits. The old ruling dynasty lost power. Katsina fell the same year. Gobe was defeated in 1808. One by one, the old Hausa states collapsed. By 1810, they were gone, replaced by the Sokoto Caliphate. Even though the kingdoms fell, their culture lived on. The Kano walls still stand. The Gobra minaret still rises over Katsina. The Amina walls still stretch across parts of the land. Komi market still bustles with life. The crafts of the Hausa people, leatherwork, dyeing, weaving, metalwork, continue. Their language and traditions survived every change. For centuries, the Hausa states shaped trade, culture, and identity in West Africa. Their rise and fall left a mark that still remains today.